Hi, I'm Sean Kosofsky, the Nonprofit Fixer, with the Nonprofit Fixer YouTube channel. This is where I give tips, tactics, tricks, and insights into how to run a nonprofit, how to raise money, and how to build a rockstar board. Today, we're going to be talking about how to do grant writing in a way that is less stressful and reuses all of the incredible information you've already put together. So essentially, down below in the description section, you'll see a link to this blog post. Grant writing does not have to be hard. So today we're just going to talk a little bit through why many people who write grants forget that they can use a boilerplate template for their grant writing. Literally what this means is write a sample grant, a generic sample grant with your basic elements of a grant proposal, which you can find on my website for free. And then every time you write a new grant, you copy and paste or duplicate that file and just change out what you need. So you should have one long generic template for all of the different stuff you might need for the next grant, and then you remove the elements that you don't need for each grant. Every time you add a new element, a new component, a new program, you add it to that template boilerplate grant. And then every time you somehow decide to send a proposal somewhere, you can just pull out the pieces you want or duplicate it and then remove the sections you don't need. So the sections that you can find and create, find on my website and then create in your own template document include a list of your board names, your board members' names, positions, terms, and contact information. This can go in a spreadsheet that you always repurpose. You can also have the organization's vision and mission handy. You can also have the organization's history and accomplishments also already typed out, because you can repurpose that for every grant. All of these areas can be repurposed. Key accomplishments of the organization, prioritizing the last 3 to 5 years. A brief summary of the proposed work. Most of the time, you're going to be writing general operating support grants or project-specific grants, which means you should have a paragraph or 2, maybe 3, for every program or project or activity that the organization engages in. And then some other language if you're just raising money for all of it. Basically, your general operating section. Some grants, of course, require you to be capped in the number of letters or characters or words, so you'd want to factor that in. Also, you'll want a set of goals and objectives for that proposed work. You can repurpose these also. They can be the same every year, just change the goals a little bit every year. And then evaluation plans. How will you measure, basically, or know whether your programs or your work worked? And then also demographic information about your board, staff, and the organization's commitment to diversity. You may also want some information about the demographic population that you're serving or impacting. So those are some of the main areas that you would put in a boilerplate grant. And I think that one of the core things is that you can use this for government grants, corporate grants, foundation grants, or regular run-of-the-mill proposals to any donor. And I think that you can repurpose this all the time, because if you're writing a project-specific grant or you're writing a general operating grant, you can pretty much tell every funder the same thing. They don't know and they don't care, and it's not unethical or immoral to put the same basic proposal in front of many funders. That's what they're expecting you to be doing. So it's not plagiarism, you're not copying and pasting everything verbatim. You're basically saying, here's the work we're going to do, please honor this proposal with a gift or with a grant. So it's totally fine. We don't need to make grant writing that difficult. We can repurpose, reuse, and recycle the language we've used from prior proposals. In fact, if you've had winning grants do a very good job for you, take that language and use it for future proposals. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to this channel, and let me know in the comment section what you think. Thank you so much.